there, everyone. It is so good to have you here with us today. I hope you're all feeling cozy and comfortable wherever you are in the world right now. Welcome back to Open Minds Talks, the place where we slow down, chat about the things that really matter, and just, try to navigate this crazy life together. I'm Anna, and I am smiling big because I have one of my favorite people in the whole world sitting right here across from me. Thomas, welcome back.
Hi, Anna. It is seriously so good to be here. I was just telling you before we hit record, the studio always has such a nice vibe. It feels like a safe space. And a big hello to all our listeners out there. I hope you're having a wonderful day.
Oh, thank you, Thomas. I'm glad you feel safe here. That is exactly what we want. And today's topic is, it is something that is close to both of our hearts. And I know so many of you listening deal with this every single day. We are going to be talking about anxiety. That feeling when your heart beats a little too fast or your mind just won't quiet down. But don't worry, we aren't just going to talk about the hard parts. We are going to talk about how to stay calm and find our center again.
Yeah, I think anxiety is one of those words that we hear a lot, but sometimes it is hard to describe, It's like this invisible cloud that follows you around. But I think it's really important that we talk about it openly because, honestly, everyone feels it sometimes. It doesn't mean you're broken, it just means you're human.
Exactly. It just means you're human. I love that. And, here at Open Minds Talks, we believe that opening up about these things is the first step to feeling better. It's like opening a window in a stuffy room. So grab a cup of tea, maybe put your phone down for a few minutes, and just breathe. We are so happy you're here with us.
I love the image of opening a window, letting in some fresh air. That is a great way to start. Anna, I was actually thinking about this on the way here. Anxiety is really just our brain trying a little bit too hard to protect us, right?
That is such an interesting way to look at it. Like an overprotective friend?
Exactly. Imagine you have a friend who's constantly grabbing your arm and saying, "Careful, watch out, that car might hit you. Watch out, you might trip." At first, you're like, "Thanks, buddy." But after an hour, you're like, "Please stop, I'm just trying to walk to the bus station."
Oh my gosh, yes, that is the perfect description. Because the friend means well, but they are actually making it impossible for you to walk. You are so focused on the danger that you can't enjoy the walk.
Right, and that's anxiety. It's your brain's alarm system. It's useful if you are actually in danger, like if a tiger is chasing you, but most of the time we're just sitting in a classroom or an office and our brain is screaming, "Tiger, tiger," when there is no tiger.
Wow, a tiger in the office. That is a scary thought, but it makes so much sense. So the anxiety isn't the tiger itself, it's the false alarm.
Bingo.
Okay, but before we dive deeper into all the wisdom Thomas has, I want to make sure everyone can find us and join our little community here.
Oh yes, we love connecting with you guys. It is the highlight of our week.
Absolutely. So if you're enjoying the show and you want to help us keep making these free episodes, please do take a quick second to subscribe to Open Minds Talks and hit that like button. It is such a small thing, but it really helps us reach more people who might need to hear this message.
It really does. And if you know someone who maybe feels a little anxious lately, or who is learning English and wants some positive listening practice, why not share this episode with them? You could be the person who helps them open that window today.
I love that. Sharing is caring. You guys are the best. Okay, Thomas, I have my water, I have my notes, and I am feeling ready. Are you ready to get into this?
I was born ready. Let's do it.
Awesome. So let's start with the basics. We used the word anxiety, but it can look different for different people. For me, sometimes it feels like butterflies in my stomach, but not the nice kind, the nervous kind. What does it feel like for you, Thomas?
For me, it's usually in my chest. It feels like a tightness, like someone is squeezing my heart a little bit, and my mind starts racing. You know, I lie in bed at night and I suddenly start worrying about something I said 3 years ago. Why did I say that? They must think I'm stupid.
Oh gosh, yes, the 3 a.m. Worry Club. I am a lifetime member of that club, unfortunately. It's like your brain decides that 3 a.m. is the perfect time to replay every embarrassing moment of your life.
Exactly. And the crazy thing is, when we're in that moment, we believe the thoughts. We think, this is the truth. I am a mess. But actually, it's just the tired, anxious brain talking.
So, how do we tell the brain to be quiet? That's the million-dollar question, right?
Well, here's the thing. We can't just force it to stop. Have you ever tried to not think of a pink elephant?
Like right now? You just said pink elephant, so now I'm thinking about it. It's wearing a tutu in my mind.
Perfect. See? You can't just delete a thought. If you try to push it away, it pushes back harder. It's like the Chinese finger trap. The more you pull, the more stuck you get.
So, what do we do instead?
Instead of fighting the thought, we just watch it. We say to ourselves, oh, look at that. I'm having a worried thought about the past. That's interesting. We treat it like a car passing on the street. We stand on the sidewalk and watch the car go by. We don't have to run after it. We don't have to drive it. We just let it pass.
That is actually very relieving. Just standing on the sidewalk. I don't have to fix everything. I can just watch.
Exactly. That's a big part of staying calm, accepting that thoughts come and go just like the weather. You don't get angry when it rains, do you?
No, I just grab an umbrella.
Right. You grab an umbrella. So for anxiety, your umbrella is your breath. That brings me to one of the most powerful tools we have, breathing. It sounds so simple, right? We do it all the time, but we usually take short, shallow breaths when we're stressed.
Yeah, especially if we're sitting at a computer or looking at our phones, we kind of forget to breathe deeply.
Exactly. But if you take a long, slow breath, it sends a message to your brain. It says, hey, we're safe. There's no tiger. Relax.
That is amazing. Do you have a specific breathing exercise that you like? Maybe something our listeners can try right now?
I do. It's called box breathing. It's super easy. You breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, breathe out for 4 seconds, and hold empty for 4 seconds. It's like drawing a box with your breath.
Okay, let's try it. Actually, everyone listening, let's all do this together right now. Ready?
Okay. Everyone get comfortable. Close your eyes if you want. Here we go. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4.
Inhaling, feeling the air come in.
Hold. 2, 3, 4. Just let the air sit there.
Holding, nice and still.
And breathe out. 2, 3, 4. Push all the air out.
Exhaling, letting go of the tension.
And hold. 2, 3, 4. Empty.
Wow, okay, I actually feel a little bit lightheaded, but in a good way. I feel my shoulders dropped. I didn't even realize they were up by my ears.
That is usually the first sign. The shoulders relax. Did you try that, guys? How did it feel?
Yeah, please let us know in the comments if you did that little exercise with us. It really does work. But Thomas, what about when anxiety hits in public? Like maybe you have to give a presentation in class, or you are at a party and you don't know anyone. You can't just close your eyes and do box breathing in the middle of a conversation.
That is a very real situation. It's called social anxiety. And honestly, it is very common. I think almost everyone has felt shy or nervous in a group before. In those moments, I think the best trick is to get out of your own head and look at something else.
What do you mean?
Well, anxiety turns our focus inward. We start monitoring ourselves. Do I look okay? Is my voice shaking? We become like a camera pointing at ourselves. But if we turn the camera around and point it at the environment, the anxiety often goes down.
So, look at the room, look at the people, look at the details?
Yes. Notice the color of the walls. Count how many people are wearing glasses. Listen to the sound of the air conditioner. This is called grounding. It brings you back to the present moment, which is usually safe.
I like that. It's like distracting your brain gently. Instead of fighting the feeling, you just give your brain a different job to do. Hey brain, count the blue shirts.
Yes. Hey brain, look at that ugly lamp. Anything that gets you out of the spiral.
That is really practical advice. Let's talk a little bit about lifestyle too. I know for me, if I drink too much coffee, I feel much more anxious. My hands shake, my heart races. It feels like anxiety, but it's actually just caffeine.
Oh, totally. Caffeine is a stimulant. It mimics the physical sensations of anxiety. If you are already feeling anxious, coffee is like pouring gasoline on a fire. It's better to stick to water or herbal tea. Chamomile tea is great for calming down.
And sugar too, right? I get that sugar rush and then the crash, and I feel terrible.
Yes, sugar is similar. It spikes your energy and then drops it fast. That drop makes you feel irritable and anxious. So eating healthy food is actually a way to take care of your mind, not just your body.
It's all connected. The mind and the body are not separate. They are a team.
Exactly. And another big part of the team is sleep. Oh, Anna, sleep is so important.
Don't remind me. I am guilty of staying up late watching videos. I always regret it the next morning.
We've all done it. But when you're tired, your emotional brain is much more active. You have less control over your feelings. A small problem looks like a huge disaster when you're tired.
That is so true. If I'm well rested, I spill some coffee and I just clean it up. If I'm tired, I spill coffee and I cry because I think my life is over.
My life is over because of this coffee stain.
Exactly. So sleep is like a shield. It protects us from anxiety.
A shield? I like that. It builds resilience.
I want to circle back to something you said earlier about the overprotective friend. Sometimes I feel guilty for being anxious. I feel like I should be stronger. Like, why can't I just relax like everyone else?
Oh, Anna, please don't feel guilty. That is the anxiety tricking you again. Comparison is the thief of joy. You might look at someone else and think they are calm and perfect, but you don't know what's happening inside their head. Everyone is fighting their own battle.
That is a beautiful truth. We see the highlight reel of other people's lives, not the behind the scenes.
Right. And being sensitive or anxious isn't a weakness. It can actually be a superpower. People who feel anxiety deeply often also feel empathy deeply. They're kind, they're creative, and they notice things that other people miss.
Wow, I never thought about it like that. A superpower.
Yes. Think about it. If you're worried about how someone else feels, that shows you care. That's empathy. So be kind to yourself. Treat yourself like you would treat your best friend. If your best friend was anxious, would you tell them to stop being stupid?
No, never. I would hug them and tell them it's going to be okay.
So why do we talk to ourselves so harshly? We need to be our own best friend.
Be your own best friend. I'm writing that down on my hand right now.
Good.
Okay, let's think about students specifically. A lot of our listeners are students learning English, which is a brave thing to do. It can be very stressful to speak a new language. You're afraid of making mistakes. That's a huge source of anxiety.
Oh, for sure. Learning a language is vulnerable. You sound like a child again, and that can be embarrassing for adults. But here's the truth. Native speakers do not care about your grammar mistakes.
Really?
Really. They care about the connection. They care about what you're saying, not how you're saying it. If you stumble on a word or use the wrong tense, they will understand you. In fact, they usually appreciate the effort so much.
That is so reassuring. I think we put so much pressure on ourselves to be perfect, but communication is about connection, not perfection.
Yes, connection over perfection. That should be our motto. So if you feel anxious about speaking English, just remember, the goal is to share an idea, not to win a grammar competition.
I love that. Connection over perfection. Okay, let's talk about a technique for when the anxiety feels really strong, almost like a panic attack. What can someone do in that moment?
Okay, If you feel like you are losing control, the most important thing is to find a safe spot. If you can, sit down. If you are driving, pull over. Put your feet flat on the floor and use the 5-4-3-2-1 technique.
Oh, I have heard of this. It sounds like a game.
It is kind of like a game. It's a grounding technique. You look around and name 5 things you can see. Just 5 simple things. I see a pen. I see a tree. I see a blue car.
Okay, 5 things I see. Got it.
Then you name 4 things you can touch. I can feel the fabric of my jeans. I can feel the table. I can feel my hair.
4 things I can touch. Nice.
Then 3 things you can hear. I hear the fan. I hear a bird. I hear Anna's voice.
You hear my voice.
Yes. Then 2 things you can smell and 1 thing you can taste or 1 thing you are grateful for.
Wow, that really forces you to be in the present moment. It's impossible to worry about the future when you're actively smelling the coffee and listening to the birds.
Exactly. It hacks the brain. It distracts the alarm system and gives it a simple job. By the time you get to 1 thing you can taste, the panic is usually subsided.
That is such a great tool. Thank you for sharing that. I think everyone should write that down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, it's a lifesaver. You know, Anna, we've been talking for a while, and it makes me think about how normal all this is. Like, if we could just accept that feeling anxious sometimes is part of the human experience, we would suffer less.
That is a deep thought. Suffering equals pain times resistance. If we stop resisting the feeling, we suffer less.
Oh, I like that equation. It's very smart. So, if you feel anxious today, instead of saying, "No, go away, I hate this," maybe just say, "Hello, anxiety. I see you. You're a bit annoying, but you're just a feeling. You can stay for a bit, but I'm still going to drink my tea and do my work."
You are just a feeling. That is very empowering. It puts you back in the driver's seat.
Yes, you are the driver. Anxiety is just a noisy passenger in the back seat.
A noisy backseat driver. Turn left. Watch out. You're going too fast. But you just keep driving.
Exactly. You just keep driving. You're in control.
This has been such a great conversation, Thomas. I feel like we have covered so many useful things. We talked about the tiger, the overprotective friend, the breathing, the 5-4-3-2-1 technique, and even coffee and sleep.
Yeah, we covered a lot. I hope it helps someone out there feel a little bit lighter today.
I'm sure it will. You know, the most important thing is just to be patient with yourself. Healing isn't a straight line. Some days you feel great, some days you feel anxious, and that's okay.
That is the eternal truth. Life is full of ups and downs. It's like the ocean. The waves come and go. You just have to learn to surf.
Surf the waves. I like that. Or just float. Sometimes floating is enough.
Floating is good too. Just don't drown.
Right. Don't drown. Well, unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today. It went by so fast.
I know. Time flies when you're having a good chat. But before we go, I want to remind everyone one last time. You are stronger than you think, and you're not alone.
Yes, and thank you all so much for listening. We love making this show for you. Your support means the world to us at Open Minds Talks.
Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and leave us a comment telling us how you're feeling today. We read every single one.
Absolutely. And now it's time for our favorite part of the show, interaction time. We want to hear from you.
Yes, this is the part where you get to practice your English and connect with us.
Okay, so today we have 2 fun questions for you. The first is a poll. We want to know, when you feel stressed or anxious, what helps you the most? Option A, sleep or rest. Option B, exercise or walking. Or option C, talking to a friend.
Those are all great options. I think I would choose B, exercise. What about you, Anna?
Oh, definitely C for me. I need to vent. So guys, let us know in the comments. Do you prefer A, B, or C? Vote now.
And for our second challenge, we want you to write a sentence. It's an affirmation. An affirmation is a positive sentence you say to yourself to feel better. We want you to write this in the comments. I am calm and I can handle this.
Yes, I am calm and I can handle this. It sounds simple, but saying it or writing it can actually change your mindset. So please type that out. It's great typing practice too.
Exactly. And feel free to add an emoji if you want. Maybe a peace sign or a smiley face. We want to see the comments section full of positive vibes today.
I love that idea. Let's fill the comments with good energy. Thank you again for tuning in to Open Minds Talks. We appreciate every single one of you.
Take care of yourselves, everyone. Be kind to your mind. We'll see you in the next episode.
Bye. See you soon.
Bye-bye.